Well, let's see. Oh, still morning, thankfully. Well, it's a Saturday morning, and I have a new project that I'm starting on. This is a 12-string Yamaha. It's a FG260 made in the Republic of China. It was made in Taiwan, Republic of China, so it says. And repairing this for a friend's significant other who got it from his parents, I believe, his mom or somebody, and got it in this condition with the parts missing. So he ordered the part for it, and it's supposed to match, but lo and behold, when it came in, which we waited, I don't know, 2-3 weeks it seemed like, for it to come in. First of all, it's a little too small to cover the area that it needs to cover. Second of all, if you notice, the hole pattern is exactly reversed on this one. Okay? So, I have another one that I made up, which for another guitar that I built, which we're going to check out and see if we can't use the pattern size for the setting up and cutting and getting everything the right size. And of course, I'm going to have to increase the volume of this. But before any of that takes place, I wish I still had the old top piece here, bridge, because it really tore up the wood. And I got to try to do something about leveling that out before I can ever even consider putting it back together. And once I do that, I built what is called a bridge doctor. I'm stealing the name, I guess, but that's what they call them. It's a company over in England, I believe, makes them, and they're pretty fancy schmancy compared to this, but the theory is the same. What this is supposed to help do is this pin goes up against the tail block. This screw here goes through the top, and which ends up being in here, anchored down, and then there's a set screw in here. And when this is put together, I've already made the adjustments for it. It's all screwed in. You put that in, put the set screw in, and you crank that down. And what it does, when you pushes this way and it tries to go, it pulls this. What it does is it pushes down, and when it pushes down, it pulls this piece here down. And that's the biggest problem with a lot of these guitars as they get used up over time. I assume that may have what happened to this one. This one just started to lift and it finally, off it went. But anyways, that's the beginning of the project, and I'm going to do it little short segments here. My next plan of attack is to tape all this off to try to protect the top surface and see how I'm going to go about getting this back to sort of a level surface. Well, sort of. It's going to have to be a level surface to do this. Put the bridge plate on, and put the bridge on, I should say, and make a new one for it, because the ones that came in the mail were not going to make it. At least not for this guitar. They could be used for another guitar if you set up the bridge pattern the way it is on the one that came. But we're going to try to stick to original setup as much as possible here. So Lloyd Dussault Sr., I'm going to check out for a little bit and do some setup work and maybe come back. Well, I'm back again. As you can see, I don't know how much you can see in the camera, but when this pulled apart, it did a heck of a job because it really dug it in deep. It took a lot of wood out of there. So this is an experiment that I'm going to do with a little bit of super glue and some powdered cedar. I got to try to bring the surface of this up, and I haven't decided exactly how I want to do it. If I want to wet it first or fill it first. So we're going to try a little experiment and see what happens here. We tried to spread sawdust, it didn't spread too good. But anyways, this is what it's going to be. And I'm just going to build it up a little bit more maybe. I don't have too much cedar, but I can always make more. What the sander will do for you. If you need it, do it. Catch it in a little dust bag on it, and yeah, there we go. It's going to take a little bit of a time here. Drop the rest of that that's stuck with a little bit of static electricity. And one thing I did find, I don't know how the volume is on this morning, but anyways, right on this end there appears to be a little bit of a crack in there, which is not a good thing, but super glue will go down inside that crack, I'm sure, and do it. And I'm going to give this a little shot and see what develops here. Sanding this stuff is can be interesting. We'll see here. Well, I thought we had cranked that all the way down. Come on, I know you're in there somewhere. Well, this is very interesting. I didn't eat my Wheaties this morning, but I did have my oatmeal. I'll let that kind of spread out a little bit and see what develops here. Spread out, I tell you. I'll give it a little help here, maybe. I hate to touch it because once you touch it, it can be a problem. And I want to wet this all out like that. If I can. And we'll sprinkle a little bit more pixie dust on there. Okay. Ooh, there. Sometimes this works and sometimes it don't. And it wet up. It will soak. I just don't want to pull it off of there. I want to fill it and then sand it and end up with it the right level. Okay, well, you see what I'm after. I'm going to turn off the video for a few minutes and plug away at this little section and come back on. No need to burn it all up and bore you to death with what I'm doing at the moment. Well, I'm back again. Well, I have been filling the low spots here. I'm getting there. It's not an easy job. The super glue and dust does fill, but I will tell you this much. Super glue really does a job of toughening it. When it dries, it's like exceptionally hard. Now I'm looking for the low spots that I want to fill here, and I'll give you an idea of what I've been doing. We have a low spot right here. And we'll put a little bit of super glue here. And then I'm going to about sprinkle a little pixie dust on there. It's just super fine sawdust. But a little bit of luck, it's going to fill the low spots here. And what I'm going to do now is take a piece of waxo paper. Let me flip that over because it was used on that side, I believe. And then I'm just going to go and kind of squishy it down a little bit here. And hold it down a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't dry instantly, but it does dry mighty quick. Alright, take that off of there. Alright. It's still wet, I can see that. It's drying up. Pushing it down and flattening it. So the more I flatten it, the less I have to sand it. Which is not my favorite pastime or anybody else's that I know of that says, God, give me something to sand. I can't hardly wait. I can't hardly wait to be done. Well, there we go. There it is. Almost dry here. What I can do sometimes is I'll put a little bit of powder on it. get the sandpaper block out and work it a little bit. Some of it's still wet. There we go. Alright, that's drying up there. And I'm just using my fingers to try to find the low spots. What's left of old fingers like I've got. And we got one right there. We see if we can fill that up a little bit. Right next to the hole. There we go. A little bit of that magic and another bit of pixie dust here, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, golly, doesn't that look pretty? Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can't flatten it down a skosh. Yeah. And I'm always in a hurry. You gotta be too much in a hurry with this. You just pull your work back out again. Oh, the fun part, yeah, like I said, is going to be sanding this mess down here. And a little bit of a spot here. Any place that I feel where it appears to be low, put a little bit of dab will do you here. And a little dust, bring it up, sand it down, squish it down, and yeah. Alright, I gotta press the envelope on that one, I can see that. I'll have to give this a good sanding because I'm sure that some of that wax will come off onto the surface of the super glue. And it won't be good for trying to get something to stick to it. So we have to have an absolutely positively smooth surface with no wax or any other debris. Okay, well, you're getting an idea what I'm up to, so I'm gonna not bore you, and I'll continue on and we'll take a peek at it in a little while. Goodbye. Okay, I'm back again for a minute or two or three here. As you can see, I've been filling this up, and I've still got a ways to go, and it's a lot of sanding and a lot of filling, but getting the low spots around the pinholes. Eventually I'll have that pretty well filled up, and we'll keep sanding and filling and sanding and filling until we get a pretty good surface there, and then rough it up so that we get a good bond with when we apply the top piece. So that's about it for right now. I'm going to have myself some lunch and maybe even catch a little bit of a ball game. So we'll let it set up a little bit, and I'll come back and hit it some more. Boy Deuce Salt Sr., checking out.